Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. With a catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Bengals hit 9-3 here on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
11, 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Here's the option going right. Mixon with a first down carry. Able to avoid him at the 40 as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Mixon is in. Touchdown Bengals. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. At about the 32. To throw is Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Chubb. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll try again with Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
York able to send this one through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
On 1, ready?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. And this will be taken at the 13. A good head down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, Chubb fumbled it, and the Bengals grab it.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow on play action. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Watson off play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he will find his man Chase complete. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
I'm one, ready?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11 MT, hey! 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, hey! 11
An option handoff here to Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
11, 11, 11, 11.
From midfield now, Burrow being chased out left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
11 MT, hey!
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. He completes it to Boyd. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. On first down, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Room here to run. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, That got done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
1-1, ready?
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
11, 11, 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Gun, gun. Gun.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Open net. It's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 27 yards. A big play there on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play. And the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
11, 11, 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
11.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. Open man is Higgins. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. York on now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And some room to roam now. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Back back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Good
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Here we go.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They go play action with Burrow. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Trenton Irwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 49 yards on the ground. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
11. Hey, we got to go score.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout,
Here we go.
And all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Here's Higgins out on the right side. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Gun.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And that's it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Gotta go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. And they take a knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin? Most times, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Cleveland, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race.